So last week I tried to make a video on a triple dark application, and as you can see behind me, it didn't pan out too well. The darker spots or the newer grass, and the light spots, well, the old grass, and the iron didn't take very well. But something else dawned on me too. Somebody had asked me how I attack fungus in the lawn, and it's kind of that transitional time of year when that happens. And I just follow Alan Haynes' bulletproof strategy, which is Scott's Disease X and the bio-advanced fungus control, and I'll show you all that in a minute. But as I was looking over my lawn, wondering why it wasn't greening up, I also noticed a brown haze. And I got out there and I started looking around, and sure enough, I've got fungus going. And it makes sense. We've had some rainstorms here in the Northwest, followed by some really warm weather, followed by some more rainstorms and thunderstorms. And it's not surprising. It just kind of caught me off guard. Now, normally I just let the lawn push through it. But since somebody asked, what I do, I figured I'd show them. But this really isn't anything special. I did a fertilizer application about 10 days ago. That's usually what I do, and just let the grass push through it. However, it's not pushing through it very well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some Disease X out. And I've already done that here in the front. I'm going to do it in the back here in just a minute. And then about 7 to 10 days later, follow up with the bio-advanced fungus control. So let's get to it. Okay, so part of the bulletproof strategy is to use two different types of fungicides. The first one you want to use is Scott's Disease X. You can pick this up, either one of these actually, up at any big box store. Ace Hardware, just about everywhere has these. But the active ingredient in the Scott's X is oxaliprobin, and that's a group 11 fungicide. And this is a granular, so you just spread this over the lawn, and then you need to water this in with about a ½ inch of water immediately following. And it says it's fast acting, starts working in 24 hours, and I did the front yard about a week ago, and it already does look better. On the Bayer Advanced, or sometimes you'll see the label will say Bio Advanced, but this stuff, you want to come back about 7 days or so later after the Disease X and apply this. Now this is propiconazole, which is a group 5 fungicide. So you're doing like a dual method of attack on it. And this says treats up to 5,000 square feet. And I did use this last year, and if I remember right, this stuff comes out of this bottle pretty quick. So you're going to have to hustle when you spread this out. But when you apply the fungus control, you don't want to water this in. You want to let it sit. So kind of time this around any weather you have. But you want to leave this sit for about 24 hours, and it'll work better. And then if you're still having a problem, say roughly a month later, you can go through the steps again. It should knock it out. Now, in the past when I've used this, one step of each of these, and it's done. Pretty easy to deal with. It not very difficult. But anyway, let's get some Disease X spread out in the backyard. Okay, with the Scott's Disease X, for the curative rate, you put this down at about 4 pounds per 1,000 square feet. The preventative rate, had I caught it sooner, 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. There's 6 pounds left in the bag here from leftover from the front, and I've got 1,500 square feet back here, so it'll work out perfect. So just put this in the spreader. This is a pretty fine prill. So on the Echo, I believe I used, a 3. And it spread pretty nice, had very little left over, was able to make a double pass. So that's what I'm going to get done here. This stuff almost looks like Pro-P. Pretty similar. once you get that spread out, you want to water it in about a ½ inch really well, especially if you have pets. Once that dries, you're probably just fine. But I'm going to get this watered in here in the back, and then go get set up to put the Bayer Advance on the front yard, since it's been about a week since I put the Scots out. Alright, so apparently I forgot to hit record when I was putting out the propiconazole. Went really fast though. I literally did 3,500 square feet in probably a minute. You got to move quick with this stuff. Comes out fast. Just a quick blanket spray. Don't water this stuff in. Let it sit for at least 24 hours, and then you can water it. I've had good success with this stuff, so I really recommend it. Sometimes it says Bio Advanced on the label, or Bayer Advanced, or the same thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Hit the like button if you like what you saw today. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next video. What? You know what?